Hi everyone. So, I don't know whether I'm going to post this publicly or if I'm going to post this for my Patreon. I think I might post this publicly and see what happens. I know for me, I'm trying not to post a lot of stuff that's like drama related and all that stuff. I'm trying to get out of that. But this one here, I would say really kind of irritated me because this is something that could have been completely avoided if the author just shut her fucking mouth. If you just shut up and just, you know, post about the books you write. None of this would have come to pass. I'll just say that. There's that whole thing of fuck around, find out. That's basically what it is for this here. It's like, fuck around and find out. Because some people just, it shows some people have never been confronted in real life, you know, of the possibility of you getting punched in the face. And it shows. These people live off the internet. And like, they could say shit and then they don't expect anything back. You know? Yeah. So, I follow this person. I'll show you her account. She is on Instagram. I don't know if she's on TikTok. I'll have to see. Like, let me go through her stuff and see if she is on TikTok. She's got her Bookstagram. She does have a YouTube channel. Tumblr. Oh, yeah, she has... Okay, yeah, she also has a TikTok. Okay. But I don't follow her on any of that stuff. I only follow her on Instagram. So she had posted this reel, because this is what she does a lot. She posts reels, and she will go and talk about like bookish things, authors, tropes, different things like that. But she also will talk about, like, she'll even talk about things that she does that she thinks she's stupid for and all that stuff. It's a funny page. It makes you laugh. And, you know, she goes and does this stuff on a whiteboard all the time. And she uses stick figures. And the way she does her stick figures are hilarious. They're funny. She even talked about doing, like, merch. And I'm like, I would buy the merch because it's funny. It is funny. So anyway, she did this video here.
Things not to do as a reader. What I'm about to say, I want y'all to never go do it. Okay? Because I am fucking appalled. Never, and I do mean fucking never, look up your favorite audio book narrators. Do not do that shit, okay? I just did that shit like an hour ago, and this has been me fucking distraught, okay? That man's voice can talk you through some struggles. Until I seen what he looked like, and I was fucking confusion. Because I just know that voice didn't come from that man. It's no way that voice came from that man. So now I will never look up another fucking audiobook narrator again in my fucking life. I'm going to take it as a sign. If I don't see the audio narrator post themselves on their platform, that means they don't want to be seen. I'm not finna go keep looking for shit because you're going to end up like this. Take it from me. Do not look up them fucking people. You're going to be in for a rude awakening. It's some very facially challenged people who have very nice voices. Okay? Y'all finna go cry. Oh my God.
So yeah, she does stuff and it's funny. I laugh at it. And you know, if you take offense to it, then that's your own problem, you know, that you take offense to it. You could do a thing called blocking the person, unfollowing them if you come to not like their posts anymore. There's that, you know, there is that. So this author who goes by the name of Raven Hill, says Raven Hill author, she decided to post on her threads, "Attention, Brit and her books, and her followers. Before you go around commenting on what other people look like, how about showing us what you look like without the hair, lashes, makeup, and filters? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. 2 things here. 1, if you don't like the fact that she was talking about narrators' voices not matching the faces and all that stuff, or what you imply what this person could look like, and then you see their face in real life, and you're like, oh wow, that person's voice is not what I picture, in my mind. If you don't like her doing it, then why do you think it's right for you to do it to her back? Pretty hypocritical, very hypocritical. Also, the other thing, because this person's a white author, as a white girl, white female, one thing I do not do is I don't talk shit about a black girl's hair. That is something that's been very sensitive to black women for many years, because black women have been harassed for how many years because of different styles of hair they do in the workplace. There's been black women who have been told that they can't wear their hair this way or that way and all that different stuff for whatever reasons, I don't know. But that's something that I would not do. I'm not going to talk about a black woman's hair unless I want to get my ass kicked. So, yeah, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do the same thing that you accuse the other person of doing. Yeah. Even if I think that this person didn't imply it that way, like I said, the fact that they're being very hypocritical with this and doing the same thing that they accuse the other of doing, and it's like, why are you body shaming? Why are you shaming this person because they wear their makeup a certain way or their hair a certain way? And they have filters. You know how many people use filters? A lot of people use filters. It's just how a lot of people do it on Instagram or TikTok and all that stuff. A lot of people use filters, so it's not like she's the only one that does it. So this author decided to double down, not only to post on her threads and call this person out, but also decided to DM this content creator. Yeah. So at 3:47 a.m., it says, curious as to why you turned off comments for your video flaming Teddy Hamilton's looks. You watched the video. Did she mention any particular narrators by name? Did Brit and her books mention any narrators by name? I didn't hear it, and I've listened to the video multiple times. Nowhere in that video did she ever mention a narrator specifically by name. So she's like, flaming Teddy Hamilton's looks. Where do you get off being so cruel? I used to think you were funny. Now I see who you really are and will make it a point to put your face out there so everyone who follows me and reads my post knows what a douche canoe you are. Have a good day. Then decided to respond again without having a response back. Decided to message her again at 7:34 in the morning. I can't help but wonder what you'd look like in real life without the hair, makeup, lashes, and filters. Yeah. You're not really helping yourself in this situation, lady. You sound ignorant. So, she decided to post this where it said, that was not a very appropriate thing for me to say. I apologize. I realize you were talking in the video about narrator about another narrator, but by omission or by allowing other commenters to continue on with the narrators they find unattractive. You will also support that train of thought. I've dealt with people bashing narrators on their looks before and take it very personally, as many of them are very good friends or people I respect in the industry. So this is the author in question who was saying all this stuff. So Ravenhill author, so she has over 7,000 followers, and it's funny because I checked to see if this author actually has any books that she published, and there's nothing on Goodreads. If she's like, unless she's an author that doesn't have an author account on Goodreads, and maybe her author account is on, I don't know, a different platform, she's not, she doesn't have anything published as far as I know. I'd have to go into her, look her up online and see if she has anything else, that like a website or something like that. Maybe she posts on her website. I don't know. But so far on Goodreads, there was nothing. And then also I checked Amazon, and she doesn't publish through Amazon. Unless, like I said, unless she publishes through somewhere different, I have no idea. So she supposedly has over 7,000 followers. And she's author of spicy paranormal romance, reverse harem, or / wide shoes novels. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be reading her anyways, because I don't really particularly care for reverse harem. There's very few authors I actually enjoy reverse harem from, so. Also, her account is private, so I'm not sure if she made her account private through all the backlash she was getting, or if her account was always private. I don't know. And then also she has a photo that's clearly not herself. It is somebody else. So I'm like, I don't know, if you want to talk badly about someone's looks or hair or makeup, maybe own your own self and have it to where people can see your face. Just saying. I don't know. Yeah. So I will go and show another video where Britt was basically like defending herself. So I'll go and show this one here.
Gather around, people, because you know they say you have not made it until they try to cancel you. But one thing you can't cancel is a bad bitch. Period. Welcome to These Authors Done Lost They Damn Minds. Now, I was over here minding my fucking business, and then this author, Raven Hill, felt some type of way about my video where I said, don't go look up your favorite audiobook narrators, because it will alter how you look up the characters in the book. She proceeded to post a smear campaign over on Threads to get the gals all rallied up, to get them to block me and report me and all of these things. And here's her post. As you can see, while she's telling me that I'm wrong for insinuating that I was talking about her good friend's looks, she proceeded to talk about my looks. Ain't that the hippo calling the hypocrisy? One thing I don't do is speak without having facts. I asked you multiple times over on Threads. Plenty of people seen it. You never responded to me because I asked you, who was I talking about in the video that you claim I'm talking about? Since you know everything, right? You never responded. So one, you made a campaign to get me banned. As you can see, 200 comments, they all was cooking your ass. You was like a roasted turkey on Thanksgiving dinner. They was on your ass and was not letting up. Then you turned the comments off when you just said, well, why did I turn the comments off? I turned the comments off because, you know what? I can take accountability for that part. I don't want people just tagging people and they could feel a way about it, so I turned the comments off. Post is still up. Anywho, then you proceeded to insult my looks after you just said that I was wrong for insulting people's looks, which I didn't do. Anyway, number 3, you look like this. Talking about looks is something you don't want to do when you look like a 40-year-old going through a midlife crisis trying to join a fucking biker club. Number 4, you kept saying I called out your good friend, but again, multiple people kept asking you, who is your good friend? Nobody knew, okay? Then I noticed you DM me at 3:47 a.m. in the morning. Why the fuck wasn't you asleep? Why am I on your mind at 3:47 a.m.? And then you double back down to insult me again after people kept calling you racist. Oh, interesting. Okay. Then you named somebody I don't even fucking know.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
And last, you called me a damn douche canoe. Baby, you're a fucking 60. And last, you tried to double down and say I was only showing this part of the DM claiming you apologized. And then you posted this screenshot. I've never in my life seen somebody fake apologize to somebody and send it to themselves. You are fucking weird.
So there's her response, and I have to agree with her. I don't know all of the stuff that went on. Like I said, I don't have Threads anymore. I deleted it, and this is why. This is why I deleted my Threads, because this constant, like, authors attacking readers, readers attacking authors, I'm so tired of it. And like I said, this could have been easily not done if the author didn't start it in the first place. The author could have easily blocked Brit and her books. As she stated in her thing, she said that she used to like her. So that means that you don't like her anymore. So you could easily unfollow her or block her if you keep seeing, like, stuff in your feed. You control your feed. You control what you see, in your Instagram. The only thing you can't do is the stupid ads. I constantly am like, I'm not interested in this, and I still get ads. So it's just annoying. It's what you have to deal with when it comes to Instagram. But for your feed, you could easily block this person if you don't like them anymore. There are there things that Brit says that I'm not really a fan of. Yeah, there are some posts that she does that I'm like, I'm not really feeling this one. But you know what? I could just scroll away from it. I could just go and keep scrolling, find something else. Eventually, I'll come across another reel of hers that I think is funny and I laugh at. This is meant to be. She's joking. She's meant to be joking. You don't take it anything seriously. She even posts on here, where she says, like, she does this for shits and giggles. She does it for fun. So the fact that you're taking this way too seriously, and for me, like I said, I don't think the author intended for it to come off as racist, to talk about a black woman's hair. But, like I said, for me, I wouldn't even attempt to even say anything like that. Even if I'm looking at a woman, like, say a black woman's wearing a wig or something like that. Even if I think it's the most atrocious wig I've ever seen, I'm not going to say anything, because it's better just to not say anything. Some black women have a really hard time growing their hair. So you'll have black women who either will wear weaves in their hair, where, obviously it's fake hair attached to their real hair, or they wear wigs. That's another thing that they will do, especially if they can get, like, is it alopecia or something, where it's like you can have it to where your hair starts to, like, fall out and stuff. I know, like, for my hair, as I've gotten older, my hair has gotten, like, thinner, and like, there's certain, like, patches of my hair where you could see, like, it's kind of thinner and all that stuff. So I mean, for me, if somebody goes and says to me, like, oh, you have really thin hair, and how am I supposed to help that? Am I supposed to go and take, like, all this different stuff? Am I supposed to have, like, a hair transplant? I mean, what do you expect of me? I'm doing the best I can with my hair and all that stuff. There might be people could say, oh, hey, try this, it'll make your hair thicker and all that stuff, and I could try it, but it doesn't mean it's going to work. And then there's women who do have, like, alopecia or something like that, something that they can't help, and they're losing their hair, so they go and they either keep their head bald, or they go and they decide to wear wigs, or they have, something else that they're doing to make themselves feel confident in their looks, in their hair and all that stuff. Because that's one thing that a lot of women, we will have an issue with, is people calling out our hair, because our hair is very much an important thing for us. And so when you lose your hair, say you lose your hair to cancer, or you lose your hair to alopecia or something like that, it's a very emotional thing. And so to go and call out her hair and her makeup and she decides to wear filters, you're not really helping yourself with this argument. There's this quote I always like. It's one of my favorite quotes, where it says that when the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. Is very much within this, where it's like, the author is the one that started this. She didn't need to start this drama. It didn't need to come to this. She could have easily blocked Brit and just moved on with her life. But she decided to call Brit out personally. That to me is like, you're harassing this person. I definitely think of it as harassment, because not only did she call her out by name, but she also had messaged her DMs. That's harassment. It is. I consider it harassment. And then you're slandering her by making up lies, saying that she was calling out Teddy Hamilton when that, in fact, was not it. If you watch the fucking video all the way through and maybe rewatch it again, so that way you don't respond that second, rewatch it again, because sometimes you all lack critical thinking skills. There are some people out there that fucking lack critical thinking skills. And you could have easily rewatched this a few times and said, did she call out someone personally? Did you find it mean? If you found it mean, again, block the person. If you think she's being mean, block her. I'm so tired of this, like, come on, girls, let's cancel this person. If you don't like this person, don't follow them. It's as fucking simple as that. So, it's ridiculous. It's just so fucking ridiculous that this constant, like, let's cancel this person. You all talk about banning books, but you have no problem canceling people left and fucking right. It's just ridiculous. So she did another response.
Good morning. Now that I have caught up on all of y'all fake outrage, I've watched the videos that I could watch, because, I had to be tagged to some of them, because, y'all like to talk shit and don't tag nobody. Yeah. Anywho, so I've come to the conclusion that y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Simple as that. Second of all, this is the main issue we have in the black community as a whole. Y'all like to insert yourselves in shit that don't have nothing to do with you. My posts, all of my black counterparts understood exactly what the fuck I was saying. They got the joke and they moved on. Now, every single video I seen of people being so upset, let's block Britney. Half of y'all don't even know why you mad. You just there. You mad because somebody else mad. You're a follower. Then the other half of y'all are fake mad for no fucking reason. Because again, that lady fucking lied on me and I had all the receipts to show it. Okay. But you know what both of y'all have in common? Every last video I seen, all of y'all was the same color as my whiteboard. Y'all agree with every microaggression that lady spewed at me. But y'all don't see nothing wrong in that. So to that I say, hell is hot and stay out of black folk business. Oh, and thank you for $250K, by the way.
So obviously that's her TikTok. But like I said, don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Don't start shit with somebody that didn't start with you. If somebody's attacking you, you have a right to respond. This person attacked, tried to double down on it, and then now they're like apologizing. And it's like, you look like a fucking idiot. You look like an idiot. You look dumb. Because you had to start something with somebody who had no issue with you. They didn't call you out. They didn't say anything. They didn't say anything about particular narrators. This is with anything. Like, you know, they always say, like, don't meet your heroes, or like, you know, like when you put someone up on a pedestal and you don't know this person, and then you meet them in real life and you're like, oh wow, I'm disappointed, because you had these high expectations for this person and they were dashed because now this is reality. So that's basically what it is that when you listen to a narrator, which I don't care what a narrator looks like. I don't give a shit because I don't follow narrators. I just don't. I don't care. You know, like everybody talks about like this Teddy Hamilton dude, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care who the narrator is of the audiobook. I just wanted to be good so that way I can enjoy myself with my reading experience. Again, whether you're listening to it or you're physically reading it, you just want to enjoy what you enjoy. And then if you want to write a review, write a review. So for me, I'm like, I don't care who does the voiceover as long as the voice is not irritating. Because if the voice is irritating, makes it harder to kind of like get through an audiobook. So for this one here, I just felt like this woman started something that didn't need to be started. And then she makes herself look like an even bigger asshole because she's calling out Brit's hair, makeup, different things like that. Again, as a white person, I would never, ever diss a black woman's hair, because that is some fucked up shit. I've had women attack me for my hair, my makeup skills, things like that. That's dumb. So if, you know, she states it as being a microaggression, that's how she feels. That's how she feels. And so to me, it's like, this is drama that didn't need to happen. That did not need to happen. And the fact that, you know, she's like, hey, I got the receipts and I'm going to burn your ass. So I thought it was funny. I laughed at it because I'm like, yeah, this author's really dumb, you know, really dumb. And this honestly didn't need to happen and could have been avoided completely if, you know, if the author didn't start it. Because that's the way I am. I'm like, look, if you're going to start something with me, I am going to flame your ass hard. I'm going to make it to where you get bursted out of the stratosphere and are never seen again. I will burn you so bad, you will delete all your social media. That's basically what it is. Like, don't fuck with me and there won't be anything. You know, I'm the same way where I'm like, I'm trying to be as nice as I can be, but if somebody starts something with me, you're gonna feel my fucking wrath. You're gonna feel the bitch in me come out. You will flip my bitch switch, and I don't play fair. You know, I'm going to burn you so bad. I'm going to find all this information out about you so I can go and take your ass down. And you're not going to like me at the end of that conversation. So to me, it's like, I don't blame Brit at all for justifying her actions, for, you know, stating like all this different stuff in her reels. She has a right to defend herself. She has a right to feel, you know, hurt, feel like she's being attacked for like either her race or her culture or, you know, whatever it is. And like I said, it's not for me to call out this person and say like, oh, you shouldn't wear your hair like that. You know, every time I've seen like somebody who's black that has like a particular hair, like say they have braids or whatever it is, I'm like, oh, I love your braids, because I would like my hair like that sometimes, especially when you don't want to deal with your hair like that, you know, you just put it in your braids and you don't have to deal with it and all that stuff. It's just so much easier. Like the lady that I used to know that was a cashier when there was a different grocery store across the street from me. She had said she likes to have her braids in the summer because it's easier for her to handle. Because I would think like in the summer, your hair can get very, especially when it comes to certain areas, humid. and it could really mess up your hair with the humidity. So she liked to do her hair in braids in the summertime because of like obviously the humidity and all that stuff. So that's how she would do it. And then in the fall and the winter, she'd have her hair differently. So, but yeah, to me, I'm like, there's different styles of hair. Uh, Also, there's different hair types. Like my daughters, they were both born to me, obviously, and they both were born from the same dad, but yet they do not have the same hair types. Both of their hair types are different. Now I use the same brush on their hair. I like the unbrush, whatever it's called, unbrush. I love that brush. That brush works so great on their hair. I used to watch, or I used to use the wet brush, but the wet brush wasn't always the best because it still would snag on tangles and it would hurt their hair and they would cry. So I tried not to hurt my babies, with brushing their hair, but there are times it's hard to get through the hair because they have like a knot in it. And you have to take care of that type of hairstyle more frequently because curly hair tends to be more dry, it can be more brittle. You can go and mess up your curl flow with how how the curls like sit, on your head. You can mess up the curl flow. And so you have to have certain particular products for certain types of hair types. Like I have this one product, there's like two different brands I like to use a lot. One is called Jessie's. That one there, I like to use this one that I can't remember the name of it. I know if I see it, I'll recognize it, but I can't remember the name. But it has to do with like, it softens up the hair, but it also kind of slicks it up a little bit too. So that way when I'm brushing my youngest daughter's hair, it kind of like the brushes through easier. And then I can kind of like work on like the little snarls and stuff like that with getting those out. That's the type of product I use for my youngest. But with my eldest, I use this other type of product. So both, like I said, both hair types are different. This one has this type of hair type. The other one has that type of hair type. My youngest, it's easier for me to work with her hair. It is shorter. So there is that. But the downside is her hair grows very slowly. Her hair grows very slowly. It does not grow as quick as, say, mine does. My hair grows a little faster, but her hair grows slower. So I have to be careful with doing her hair because I don't want it to like fall out and have like these huge clumps come out of her hair, because then she's having like less growth, Where with my eldest, she can grow her hair a little bit quicker, but her hair it's obviously not as tight of her curls. Her curls are not as tight as my youngest, but with my eldest, her hair is so like easy to tangle, and I have such a hard time with her hair. And she has like layers of hair. Like when it comes to shampooing and conditioning my eldest daughter's hair, it is so much harder to do. I'm using a lot more product for her hair. And also I have to get through the sections of her hair because she will have different areas of her hair that doesn't even reach the shampoo. Shampoo and conditioner doesn't even reach the skull area. Where with me, I could put a little bit of shampoo and conditioner on my hair and I still have a ton of product left over. With my eldest, I have to use how much shampoo and conditioner just to get through the layers of her, where her scalp is, just to wash her hair once a week. And that's what I do. I only do once a week for their hair washing. Then throughout the week, I will like touch up and put in more product and different things like that. So when you're talking about Black women's hair, and then also, like I said, you got mixed race hair, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. Even different cultures, like Hispanic women will tend to have thicker hair, so they have very thick hair. Even that could be a hassle because it could take forever for it to dry. It could weigh a lot, so they may have to like thin out the hair, like get like layers of it like chopped off so that way it makes it easier to kind of like deal with. You can have Hispanic women with hair like that. For men, it's easier because they can just cut their hair short. They don't need to have their hair long. But I've seen men with, I've also seen men with like really curly hair too. And it's time consuming. It takes forever. You're spending more money on products. You have to get like more specialized combs and you know, brushes and things like that. So, I mean, it takes longer to do. So for people who have more difficult hair, it can be a sensitive topic to talk about. And so now you're dissing on this person's hair, which already is a sensitive subject, and now you're doing it for everybody to see. Yeah, I would see why this person's pissed off and is like, oh, you're gonna flame me? I'm gonna go even harder. So yeah, like I said, and I'm dealing with mixed race, you know, with my children being a combination between me and, you know, my ex, and the combination from there. Also, I have family members that have had curls in the past. Some of them were perms. I'll just say that. So obviously it wasn't a permanent thing. It's not something that's since birth. But my great grandmother, she naturally had very curly hair that was, you know, very tight curls. So my daughters could be getting it from my side of the family as well. Just because I have straight hair doesn't mean like, you know, other people in my family didn't have, you know, don't have curly hair. I just take after a certain side of my family where, you know, we have dark hair and, you know, it's straight. I have other family members that have their blondes or their redheads, you know. So it's obviously the different ancestry, you know. So for me, it's like this, like I said, it didn't need to go to this. You know, the author could have just kept their mouth shut, not said anything. I don't like it when readers try to cancel an author for like the smallest thing, but I also don't like it when authors try to do the same thing where they're trying to call out this content creator or this reader and say like, oh, I don't like the way you said this, so I'm going to go and post this publicly and have other people attack you for this. It's dumb. I'm tired of it. I'm so sick of this shit. And I really wish people would stop doing this. And this is why I said why I deleted my threads, because I'm tired of this constant attacking. And it just got so stressful. I just got so stressed out with this. And I'm just like, really? Why? I just want to be able to read books in peace and maybe talk to a few friends about like the book I read and like whether or not I liked it. And that's it. That's it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to have this constant like arguing. And I don't know if it's maybe because we're in a female space and there tends to be like always like toxicity in female spaces, especially the more women that are surrounding you. I don't know, but I'm just like, I'm so tired of this. I'm so done with it. And I don't blame Brit for like sticking up for herself and defending herself and calling out this author's bullshit. Yeah, I'll just say like, you know, just keep your fucking mouth shut. If, as an author, keep your mouth shut. Don't fucking say this shit. Don't attack other readers. And then you should be fine. You know? Come on. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. And I'm just so tired of like this constant cancel culture of like, let's cancel this person because of this, this, and this. And especially if it's like, if it's not like this person being blatantly racist or homophobic or whatever it is, it's like, don't read their books, you know? Don't follow their content if they're a content creator. Just block them and move on with your life, you know? Just makes things so much easier. Just block and move on. Block and move on. There you go. But yeah, that's it for this video here. I don't want to keep going on, but a few videos, you know, there was another one where she was like talking about this here, but the person had a song on, you know, like playing, and I don't want to get like a copyright strike for it, so I'm not going to talk about that. But I do have a screenshot of the person who was saying like, POV me to the girl who made the video judging audiobook narrators for how they look. And so Britt was like talking about this woman's teeth, you know, and her like, you know, she's got no, you can't see like her lower teeth and stuff, which I guess could be like construed as like her being mean. But, you know, if you're going to be petty with her, she's going to be petty back. So, you know, I'll just say it. Like, you know, just don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. So it's probably better just to, you know, I don't know, ignore it and move on with your life. But yeah, that's it for this video here. Have yourselves a good day. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right, bye.